Welcome back to Rich Words Music, where today we're doing a rather unconventional and totally unscientific blind guitar test between these two guitars. Here we have the Ibanez Q52, it's a headless guitar from the brand's Quest series, and here we have the Vintage VSA500B, which is a semi-acoustic beast of an instrument equipped with a Bigsby. And on the face of it, yes, these two guitars are opposite ends of the musical spectrum, from the way they look, the way they possibly sound, the way they would appear on you if you were to show up to a gig with one. You'd take this one to a metal or a rock show probably, and you'd take this one to a rockabilly or a jazz show or something like that. Or maybe you wouldn't. So why am I comparing these two guitars today? Well, because I think it's a pretty interesting comparison to make. The smallest guitar in my current collection against by far the biggest guitar, and they should sound totally different, but they actually don't. From playing both of these guitars pretty intensively and from making dedicated videos about both of them that you can see elsewhere on my channel, well, I've found out that they can sound surprisingly similar in some settings. They both have two humbuckers, and while the Vintage only has your traditional three-way selector switch, the Ibanez has 10 different switching options, but in today's blind test video we're only going to be using the standard neck humbucker, both humbuckers together, or bridge humbucker operation. And what I'm going to do is a blind test. I'll be playing a series of riffs with both guitars in a variety of musical styles, and you won't see which one is which. And my challenge for you today is to guess which one is the Q52 and which one is the VSA500B. Now, I do want to state that the guitar which is guitar A will always be guitar A, and the guitar which is guitar B will always be guitar B. So is guitar A going to be the Vintage or the Ibanez? Is guitar B the Ibanez or the Vintage? Well, let me know your guesses down there in the comments, and let me know which guitar you think sounds better without knowing which one is which. I think blind tests are actually fantastic ways to work out which guitars you think sounds best, because you turn off the whole visual aesthetic element of the test and you only hear with your ears, which is a pretty cool thing to be able to do. So just a quick word about my setup for today. We're going to be using my standard Hughes & Kettner Black Spirit 200 amplifier on some of the amp's different channels. We'll use a couple of overdrive and distortion pedals as well, just to spice things up a bit. Everything will be written in the descriptions and the timestamps too, so you can skip to the different kinds of riffs that you'd want to hear first. So here we go then, blind test incoming. Guess which guitar is which, and I'll give you the big reveal afterwards. Okay then, so that was the blind test between the Ibanez Q52 and the Vintage VSA500B, and I hope you've placed your guesses, and I hope you know which one is which, because it's now time for me to give you the big reveal, and I can tell you that guitar A was the Ibanez Q52. So the headless guitar was guitar A, and the Vintage VSA500B was guitar B. Did you get it right? Did you guess the Ibanez and the Vintage correctly, or did you get it wrong? And more importantly, which guitar did you think sounded better? Leave me your thoughts down in the comments, tell me your opinions, which one you thought sounded best for the different musical styles, and I look forward to seeing what you people think, and maybe we can get a bit of a discussion going. So for me, in my opinion, well, you could easily hear that there were some significant differences between these two guitars in some of the genres, and overall I have to say that the Vintage VSA500B is, as befits its stature, a much larger sounding guitar. It's fuller in every sense, it's got more low end, it's got lovely thick mids, it's a really massive sounding guitar, just like it is. The Ibanez Q52, in contrast, is, I think, a much more aggressive sounding guitar for most styles. It's got a lot more top end, it sounds thinner and smaller overall, as you might imagine from a headless guitar like this. However, because of these 10 different pickup selector settings that you've got, and you can hear, by the way, in my dedicated video with this guitar, you can get it to sound a lot closer to the Vintage VSA500B if that's your thing. But both of these guitars are incredibly versatile. This one sounds great for metal, I happen to think, and this one can be made to sound great for classic, clean stuff too. So they're both fantastic for many kinds of things, and the biggest difference is in the way that they look, and of course, the way that they feel to play as well. We haven't even touched on the headstock versus headless guitar debate today. That's for another time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more blind tests on this channel. I have a lot of fun making them, and if you want to see more, there will be more. And if you're still around, it would really make my day if you wanted to drop the video a like, or maybe even subscribe to my channel, because that really does help. But that's been it for today's video. I've been Rich for Rich Words Music, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.